All right, in this example, in this lesson, we are going to be doing talking about 3.1a, and we're going to solve. We're going to save, distribute for later, but we're going to combine like term equations. Okay, so we need to learn this method so we can practice our skills of combining like terms and solving for a variable. So we have this acronym called SCAM, S-C-A-M. S stands for simplify each side of the equal sign by using distribute and combine like terms. Then we collect variables to one side. And then finally, we add or subtract the constant term and then multiply or divide by the coefficient All right, so let's take a look at our first example. We're going to apply SCAM, and we're going to see how it works. So we need to simplify each side of the equal sign. So we draw a line down our equal sign. We see that this side on the right is already simplified. It's already -4. There's nothing else I can do over here. However, if I were to look at 6 plus 2x plus 6, I see that I can simplify this side. If I was just 6 plus 2x plus 6, I could take the 6 and add it with the 6 over here. So I get 6 plus 6, which is 12. Then, since this guy doesn't have any sign or any partner, we bring it down. So I have 2x plus 12, and then equals -4. Now this turns into just a straight up two-step equation. We start, there's no collecting variables to one side. I don't have variables on either side of my equal sign. I only have it on one. So now we can go to add and subtract the constant term. Well, this is the variable term. It has the variable. This does not have a variable, so it's the constant. So I'm going to -12 to both sides. Okay, so -4 minus 12 is -16. Bring down the 2x. Now, 2 is the coefficient of the variable term, so I divide by 2. So then x equals -8. And there's your answer. I plug in -8, I get -16. 16 minus 16 plus 6 is going to be -4. All right, let's check out example number 2. 1 minus 3r minus 1 equals 21. Okay, so divide our equation down the middle again, down the equal sign. This side with 21, that's all there, so it's simplified already. This side is not. I have a constant and a variable term. So I need to get my constants together. So I'm going to do 1 and then -1. So that's like 1 minus 1, which is 0. So those are handy and they eliminate, leaving me with -3r equals 21. Now that we have that, let's see if there's any collecting variables to do. I only have one variable, and it is r, and it's already by itself. Now I can just see if I can add or subtract the constant. So here's my variable term. There's no constant over here, so I get to leave it alone, and I get to go straight to multiply or divide by the coefficient. Since this is -3 times r, we divide by -3, and r equals -7. All right, let's try example number 3. Again, we draw a line down the equal sign. Here's my constant term. It's already by itself over here. And over here, I have two variable terms. So I need to combine like terms. These are my like terms. -4 minus 1x. So that's -4 minus 1, if we set it up like that. And it's -5. And don't forget that they both had an x, so we leave it. And then we get 20. There aren't any variables to collect to one side. It's already by itself. There is no constant term with -5x. to move away, so it's just negative 5x. So now I just get to divide by the coefficient. Since this is negative 5 times, it needs to be negative 5 divided away. So divide by negative 5. And x equals negative 4. All right, our last example is this one. Okay, negative 2p plus 5p equals negative 9. All right, so we are going to draw our line down the middle. There it is. We're going to look. This side is already simplified. There's nothing else to do over here. Over here, I have two variable terms, and they have the same variable. So that means they are like terms. So we're going to operate with negative 2 plus 5. So negative 2 plus 5 is 3p. So we get 3p equals negative 9. Since this side has my variable on it, this is the one I need to work on. This is 3 times p, so I need to do divide by 3 to both sides. Okay, and we get negative 3 equals p, but if we arrange that into p equals negative 3, and so the variable is always on the left.